We have, and we think we can even be better. This is a group that, quite frankly, we need to make sure that we do everything to prepare to be the best group for Northern Illinois, and that's where our focus is, and that's what we're going to do.
They played 2 quarterbacks the last 2 games. Any big differences you've seen from Graham and Santa Maria or the other guy?
Santa Catarina. He's they're both good quarterbacks. They run the offense well. They do, they don't really change the offense for one or the other. They're going to do what they do. They're going to get into 11. They're going to get into 12. They're going to get into 10. They're going to have motions and shifts and all that. And so we got to be ready for all that. And whichever quarterback we see, we're going to get their full gamut of offense.
With your history in the MAC from before Notre Dame, what kind of respect do you have for Northern Illinois' program?
Man, great program. Joe Novak and right on through. They've had some really good coaches. They've done some great things, won MAC championships. I believe their last MAC team, well, Western Michigan just went last year, but before Western Michigan, Northern Illinois went in 2012, 2013 to the Orange Bowl, I believe. So, they have a tradition-laden program, and they know how to win. And so they're going to come in here not intimidated. They beat Alabama in the early 2000s. They've gone to Maryland and won in Maryland, and they're not going to be intimidated to come in here.
Hey, Coach, specifically on Austin Rose, how has he kind of carved out a special teams role for you guys?
Yeah, as you can see on kickoff, he made a tackle on kickoff. He's been doing some things. He's been on our punt team. He's our off returner on kickoff return, and he's a guy that's really taken ownership of his role on those teams. He comes and watches film, and he really has done a good job for us, and we just want to see his game keep on elevating. I think he really made a good improvement from game 1 to game 2, and we want to see him make an improvement from game 2 to game 3 and so on and so forth.
Thank you.
And what's Jalen Bradley's role going to be this week on special teams? I know Coach Riley mentioned that on Monday, that you guys are going to use him now this week.
Yeah, again, I'm going to leave all personnel stuff to Coach, but I know that, Jalen has been involved with us since the beginning. Jalen's a guy that has a lot of talent. He played running back, but yeah, he's a physical kid that can tackle. And so, again, personnel decisions with all that, I'm going to leave to Coach. But that being said, Jalen has been a part of our special teams from August. And, if we need him to go in there, I know we'll go in there and do a good job.
Jalen played punt gunner in high school.
Yeah.
You get excited knowing you got guys coming in that have that kind of experience and are used to doing that kind of thing?
Heck yeah. I think it's great whenever you see that film of recruits and they're on kickoff cover, they're on punt, they're returning punts, they're returning kicks. That's great. We'd like to see guys that are not just playing one position, because usually whenever you bring skill guys in to play college football, they're going to have to play some special teams, and you want to see that in high school.
Is it rare to see film of guys where they're not the returner for special teams, particularly skill position guys?
It depends on what type of team. If you're at IMG and you got 27, Division 1A guys, I guess it's not that rare. But if you're at another school where you are a premier athlete that maybe we feel like you should be returning. But again, it's a coach's high school decision. Maybe they have guys that they've handpicked to be returners, so we don't put too much stock into that.
Do you want DeMornay to be more aggressive maybe this week on some of those punt return situations if he has one that's out there?
DeMornay has done a great job for the University of Nebraska before I've been here. So, there are going to be plays where everybody looks at and, man, we wish we had that back, we wish we had this back. But I have the ultimate confidence in DeMornay that he's going to make the right decision for us and he's going to make the correct play. Because sometimes the correct play is to call a fair catch or to make a Peter call. So, again, I have the utmost confidence that he's going to make the right play.
In that situation on the fair catch, on the 5, is that one where you would like to see just take the chance, let it go through the end zone? Or the guys are right there, though, so they could have stopped it as well. What is the play right there, I guess, when you look at it overboard?
Yeah, obviously, when we're inside the 8-yard line, we'd like the ball to bounce. Again, you look at film, you're like, we wish we would have done that here, done that there. I think that's all over the board, offense, defense, and special teams. But to say that I've lost any confidence in DeMornay would be the furthest thing from the truth. He has been doing this for a long time, and we have confidence that he's going to make plays back there and make the right decisions and make the right choices for us.
Speaking of confidence, how confident is Caleb Lightbourne right now after 2 weeks putting the number of punts inside the 20? Looks to be going pretty well.
Sure. I mean, I think anytime you have success, that breeds confidence. But I do know this. I know Caleb isn't satisfied, and we're not satisfied as a coaching staff. I think that, he knows that there are some fundamental things that he still has to improve on daily, and, he's working hard at that. And it's the total maturation of him coming to work every single day and making sure that he's trying to replicate that muscle memory every single day, whether it be a pooch punt, as you call it, or an open field punt, or a backed up in the black zone punt. All those things, he has different mechanics, and he's focusing on that every day. And he's done some good things in games, there's no question about it, but he's also had some things that we wish that he would have done better. He knows that he would have done better. When he comes off the sideline and talks to me, he knows that his drop was just inside, or he knows that his step was just a bit too long, and that's encouraging, because now he's able to self-correct. And if we continue to self-correct and then are able to eliminate that first self-correcting and just have a clean punt, then we're onto something.
How would you describe how Coach Diaco handles a situation like Saturday? The first half doesn't go how you want it to, but then he gets the guys together at halftime, and just the way he kind of gets guys going. How would you describe how he goes about it and how effective it is?
I think that's a Coach Diaco question. I don't want to talk for the guy. If you want to ask Coach Diaco how he's going to respond to that, just go ahead and ask him.